we go. Ready? There we go. Hey everyone, welcome.
Yo.
Good to have everyone here. Welcome.
Hello.
It's a gorilla stream. I know you guys weren't expecting it. So way less viewers than usual, but that's okay. We're here to
This is like
we're here
kind
to
of
do
like
some stuff.
unscheduled, no, I wouldn't say like unprepared, but like this is something we felt that needed to be done because there's a lot of stuff happening like within the next couple days, and we feel that it's critical for us to make sure that everybody who doesn't speak Japanese is aware of what's going on.
Yeah. It's not so. Hey, yeah, welcome, Uganda. What's up? So, there isn't a ton of information this time. We will be paying attention to the chat, but there is also like a really cool live stream that happened today. This was at 8 a.m. So for a lot of you in North America, this was probably like super duper early. But this was 10 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m. in Japan. Or was it 9,
Yes.
9, 10? Yeah,
It was
9,
like
10
at
in
10 my
Japan.
time, yeah.
Yeah. So, so this was about an hour-long stream, and if we got a shot, do we have a shot of the screen? Can we see? Can they see?
We do.
There
We
you
see
go.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're chilling here in this world. I guess I should give a world shout out too, right?
Yeah,
We're
definitely.
here at Cold
Definitely, absolutely.
Motel.
This is an amazing world.
Yeah, Cold Motel by Cold Cancer. Definitely check it out if you're looking for like that nighttime drive-in movie theater vibe.
Yeah. I like it a
it's
lot. There's also rooms you can stay in, like in the motel, like over there. You can actually like stay in the rooms and like just vibe and like on an old CRTV and everything.
Yep, it's pretty interesting. Don't mind the cameras though in the other room on the right. It's all it's something. And no serial killers behind us. I cannot
Oh,
guarantee
thank
that.
goodness.
Yeah, I cannot guarantee there
Yeah.
won't be.
Yeah.
It is pretty wild.
It's got a vibe
I'm just
though.
gonna
Like here,
keep
like
bouncing
everybody
out of the
checks out. Look, I'll show everyone. Like look at the trees like over here, like behind the theater thing, and like there's like beautiful moon by the way. Ski-sama just
Really nice.
shining down upon us.
The world is a vibe. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna sort of like play the video. We're gonna roll this clip and see what kind of like a little bit about the stream that came up. So the people who are here, and they're gonna announce themselves obviously as well. But it's Nagomi from our development team. Fio is here, potentially as the MC. There's Ipo from Amoka, a band that you might know, and also Tanabe, who is like one of the oldest VRChat players and who has been involved in a ton of stuff. Owns a sober shop, also plays VRChat. We
Is
can
this
get
the one
into
that
the
was on
details of these.
NHK?
Yeah,
That like
yeah, he's the
didn't,
guy
like,
that. Yeah, he's the guy that owns the.
and, like Jason ate pizza
Yeah.
on the.
Yeah, that's right.
Like yeah. Okay.
It is that Tanabe. Yeah, he's got some great worlds in VRChat. You should definitely check it out. It's great to have guests. We often do for these streams, for these like little gorilla streams. And I think this stream, their stream, was a bit like a gorilla stream too, right? In a way.
Yeah. It kind of was, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like we gotta talk about stuff like we just made the announcement of booths being signups are becoming available on Monday in Japan, Sunday for Westerners. So like we gotta get this information out as soon as possible, and there's gonna be a big plethora of information jumping out as well by the end of this week. So just to keep everyone a heads up, we will have another like sort of like thing to give an announcement for all that information coming out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got lots of recording to do, that's for sure. So this should take a minute or two, maybe a minute. They always do their pre-roll just like we do our pre-roll.
Yeah.
There it is.
皆さんこんにちは。
Woo!
聞こえてますでしょうか声。
Wait, so who's the person on the left?
音声大丈夫かな
That's Ipo from Amoka, the band Amoka.
That's right.
Yeah.
I saw them
The
at
connection-
Comic VKet last year.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I've been to a few of their concerts. They also performed at VketChan Rio, the first one,
はい
at
こんにちは
at
始まりました
NTAS.
VketChan
おー
申し込み直前配信新たな入稿方法をおさらいワールド制作動画音楽税も必見ということで、VketChan の最新情報をお届けしてまいります。
I guess I should probably translate.
Well, just the gist of it,
I'm
right?
just sitting here like enjoying like
Yes.
Yeah, so like basically they're talking about like we're taking the chance to make this stream about the information that we're revealing for VirtualMarket 2024 summer.
という形になってしまったんですが、僕がちょっとね一人回し頑張っていこうと思いますので。
Yep.
So Nogomi's gonna be like alone for the time being, so he's gonna do his best to convey as much information as
ぬるっと
possible.
画面にこう出ていただいてるんですけど、 今日は、
Yep.
豪華ゲストお二人に来ていただいておりま
They're
す。
doing the green
In the
screen
background
thing.
too. Yeah, and they're announcing people too, right? So in the background there, there's like all different parts from previous VketS, VketReal,
Real,
different information that's there as well.
よろしくお願いします。ありがとうございます。はい、そしてもう一方。
You notice how like in Japanese streams, even though maybe everyone who's watching has seen these people or know who these people are, but they always announce themselves. You know, there's always a lot of yoroshiku onegaishimasu, which is like thank
Right,
you,
right.
like, you know, sort of like thank you for bearing with us or working with us. Right?
It's just being formal. That's the gist. You know, everyone's got to be formal. You know, gotta do your proper introductions. Or you know, everything's got to be by the line. Cross your T's, dot your I's.
Yep, nothing wrong with that. You never know who's going to be a new viewer, right? So I
No.
think I respect that. It makes sense.
It's a culture thing.
For sure.
というわけでですね、もうちょっとね、お届けする情報が
It's always okay. So actually, funny thing too, since while they're talking about like just what they're planning on doing, so we have a kickoff event that happens within the company where we all get together to sort of like hype ourselves up for VKet, whatever VKet's coming up or whatever like that, right? And so it's always funny seeing Nogomi like get up on stage because Nogomi's leading the charge, right? And he'd be like, "Hey everyone, okay, so yeah, let's get started." Like it's just I don't know, it's just funny the way he talks because like he's so chill. And
Extremely chill.
He just like he gets so excited about like sharing everything that's happening. So like it's always just funny to see him like just sort of like be like, oh wow, there's a lot of people here. Wow, that's cool. Anyway, so like you know what I mean? He's just so like relaxed. I love his energy.
Yep.
Boundless, by
And
the
because
way.
of this, yep. Yeah, that's the term. The theme this time is boundless,
Yes.
right? Also, hello to Keita Hayashi, who's watching as well. Yeah, I find that Keita tends to catch almost every one of our streams.
Yeah,
so
Hayashi-san, yeah. Our dedicated writer.
Mm-hmm.
I love Haya.
Calling him out. Our great story writer here.
But
So when it comes to these themes, we all work together. Like everyone within the company has ideas about it, and like things that we've been throwing around or ideas. You know, it'll be great. You know, things like that. We actually talk about that.
Yeah.
And it's yep.
ooh,
They're going through the
Dubai.
parallel worlds right now. So we have
Yep.
Osaka, Dubai, and Yokohama. For those who didn't catch us shouting out, that was happening recently. Well, we announced it like last month.
Those
yeah.
were revealed as early as at the very end of VKet. VketChat 2024,
That's right, yeah,
or 2023 winner.
we announced
Yeah,
that
it was
in-
right at the end.
The,
Even before
real
the
event,
event
yeah.
was over.
That's true. That's
Yep.
true. But we didn't have any art. I don't think. Did we have art? I don't remember if we had
No.
art.
Not really, a little bit. I think we had like
Yeah.
an idea of what it was going to be, but it was just like it wasn't drawn, right?
Right. Oh, this art though, it's so cool.
Yeah, I love how they've made it a little bit more futuristic, right?
Yeah.
And we're bringing Osaka back, which is great. We haven't done Osaka since I think VketChat 2020,
2022.
2021, was it? I want to see 2021.
What was the one? Like you go to like Osaka station and then you go to the airport and everything. Was that?
I think that was that 2022? Maybe it was 2022 summer, but not 2021 winter. It's one of the two. Because we did VketChat 6, and then it
2022
was
winter was
2021, which was winter,
Nagoya?
and then 2022 summer. Yes, winter was Nagoya, and I think Osaka was summer. So I gotta double check. I should know this. The parallel worlds, you know, because they don't come back. We spent a little less attention. I think you know they were there.
They're talking about
Important
space booths, item booths, group booths, movie booths,
yeah.
and portal booths.
Yeah, so this is new information for a lot of you guys. Yeah, so we will have a movie booth, like a booth with a video player like dedicated for that, a portal booth, which is a dedication to like another world, which is new. Items, which we did last VKet, where you can slice items into the worlds, and then of course the regular booths, which you can build with VKet Booth Maker Marsh, right?
Yes. So looks like the information session will be on. So it's like Setsume Kai. So it's like where they explain things, and that will be available from the. It's at 9 on.
At 9 today.
I was
Yeah,
like, wait,
9 today.
Soon. Yeah.
Yeah, so at 9 tonight there will be. I would assume it's mostly for the Japanese side. there will be an information
Yes.
session about VKET Booth Maker Marsh for that as well. And of course, we've been sharing in our Discord and with our community like a bunch of information about that as well. Yui, what do you think for a video for the video booth? Would you do a Halo clip compilation booth?
That would be funny.
You should do it.
That'd be sick.
You should do it.
お知らせさせていただきましたが、これが今まで発表した VKET の概要になっております。で、
なごみさん、すみません。
I love this art.
なんですけども。
By the way, I'm so excited that we have a booth maker now because I've wanted to attempt to make a booth for VKET since I've known about it, and now that
Oh, wow.
they made it easy, I'm like, oh man, I can finally do it. Like but now I'm like, oh, what do I want to show off? Like, do I want to show off like my content? Do I want to show off like like some stuff that I really want to like get shown out there? Like maybe like a future like avatar thing or like like it's so many options. I'm so excited that it's that easy now.
I think that was a missing link for a lot of people. That's why I think that's why we get so much excitement around comic VKET and around music
Right.
VKET, because people build those things. I don't want to say it's easier than doing Unity. It's just that if their focus is art and if their focus is music, right, they're not focused on building avatars with Unity. Like maybe they do
Right,
their
right.
avatars for VRChat, but that's like they're not producing. They're editing avatars that they like, or they're adding different things. Very few of them are like multidisciplinary. We're surrounded by people who do like 3D modeling in Unity and stuff, and so we often forget that it's like it's not as easy as people say. As it seems.
Yeah. So it's nice that hurdle's out of the way now, where it's like, oh wow, like I didn't take the time to learn how to make booths and stuff. I don't understand Unity. Like now I wish I could join, but I can't. But now it's like, oh, it's no problem. Like we literally just take that step away now. Now it's just like you literally can just like click and drag stuff you want in there and then submit it and then you're done.
Yep. But yeah, if you're a world creator, the portal booth should be pretty damn interesting.
That would be cool.
That is
I
new.
would
This is the first
love to
time
see
for the English
people
community
show
that
off worlds.
information has been released too.
There's so many good worlds that I think deserve to be in VKET that people don't know about. And I think this is such a cool way for them to have the opportunity to just kind of like puff their chests out about their cool worlds that they've created.
It's an interesting one to try. I will say I am curious at how it plays out, because one of the downsides is that if someone encounters a portal booth and then they leave the VKET world, right? So what if they don't get time to come back and see the rest of it? So I guess we'll have to see how that is taken into consideration as the world gets built, right? So that's always really interesting. See what they're
my
going to do
method
there.
though, when I find stuff or worlds that I want to go visit while I'm in another world, I'll like search it, save it, and then just keep moving on forward. You know what I mean? That's happened before in previous VKETs and stuff, where it's like, oh, it's like this one creator, and here's all the assets, and here's the worlds that they created. And it's like, oh, I should check out this world. I'll search it up, save it, and then keep moving throughout the rest of the event.
Yeah. I guess you could also, you could look up the world, preload it, add it to your favorites, or preload it, and and at the end, like go back through them. Like it depends on how they're set up, whether it's going to be a dedicated world to it, whether it'll be the end of the world. We don't know yet.
Right.
We don't know yet. But if you want to be the first to know, keep it locked.
Hey, we are
VketChan.
giving out information early in our Discord for those who are wondering. So if you want to be in the know-how and have direct connections with us, and like have any questions, or maybe like you want to know information or connect with other creators and stuff like that, our Discord is open to everyone.
Oh yeah.
映像出展っていうのがミュージック VKET からね、一部形を引き継いで。
Oh, there's a comment about Music VKET here. What was that
Yeah,
about?
so I'm pretty sure that they're mentioning like how there's people in Music VKET. They're basically recapping what we just talked about. Where it's like people who like make music and everything, and it's like, oh, I wish I could like take part of this, but like I don't know how to do anything with these booths and stuff like that. Because in Music VKET, you just submit music, right, and some art assets.
Right.
And that's it, right? Then you have your booth set up. But like obviously that's been difficult with the main VKET stuff because there's more elaborate booths and stuff like that that require Unity. But now with Booth Maker, now it's not an issue.
Yeah, we are of one mind here. we're on Gomi's wavelength. Holden Dude says, I could try making a booth as a decoration, a cool place for people to hang out and look at. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. Hello, Emmy Rowland as well, and Uganda VRC.
もう最近はずっともう本当ミュージック VKET の方にもう第1回目からもうすべて
One of the a little off topic, but like one of the cool things that like here in Japan is like how common it is to actually see like VRChat out in the open. And a good case in point is like there's a
Yeah.
video game bar that I go to here in Kyoto sometimes. Every blue moon I'll go there, and occasionally they will have like an open DJ night, and it's in VRChat, and they'll cross like intertwine the event that's happening in the bar that I'm in. So like you can see people in VRChat seeing us, and we can see them, and they have a webcam inside the bar, so you can like interact and wave at each other and stuff like that. It's so cool.
Oh yeah, and I've even seen like people like Paul Manton have been invited. Paul Manton and Rue, or Electro rather, have been invited to Japan to spin, even from from North America. So you know, it's pretty crazy to see that. Yet another way, you know, to be part of that community.
今回ミュージックブレイケットだと専用のワールドね、ミュージック音楽だけで置いてあったんですけど、こう一般の出店のワールド、ブースとか置かれているワールドの中に一緒に組み込まれてこうオールジャンルの展示の中として。
Yeah, so even though there isn't a music VKet, you know, definitely try to submit.
Yeah, so this shouldn't stop you if you're a musician. If you like making music, you like showing off your tunes, this is also a great opportunity for you to get out there and show off your skills and everything. So don't let this stop you from showing off what you got.
Yep. Or if you've got, you know, if you're a VTuber or if you're an artist, you know, try to participate in the mainline VKet too, because a lot of the people who are like adjacent to this space and into music and into art or other like creative ventures, often have a community or group in VRChat or followers and that sort of thing. You know, come in and be part of VKet. It's extra cool if you are a collab streamer at VKet, and then you have a booth as well. That's always
absolutely.
a bonus.
Yes, absolutely.
ありがとうございます。そうなんです。まあ、もちろんね、映像という形になっているので、MV 以外にも、例えばその先ほど言った配信ですとか、もちろん映像クリエイティングを行っている、クリエイトしている人とか、そういった方たちにもこう広く、入稿していただければと思っております。
I'm totally treating this as a Japanese practice session. Like 100%. You can't just do Duolingo. Appeasing the owl is not enough.
So one of the things when I used to teach Japanese back in my day in my university and everything was one of the quickest and best methods I found to learning Japanese is actually going to like karaoke and learning Japanese songs, as well as watching Japanese news. That's like by far, in my opinion, the quickest and most effective way to learn proper and clear Japanese.
This is the best kind of news. The VKet news.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
You know, I've actually really digged being able to do like on Wednesdays. It feels like a bit like the Tonight Show with the three of us, right? You know, we get together, you like get to have that commentary at the beginning. It's like super fun.
This kind of reminds me of you ever see the show Movie Science Theater 3000?
Oh yeah.
Okay, this kind of reminds me of like the shot that we
Mystery
have.
Science Theater.
Yeah. I
That's what we should have done. We should have
love
just
that show.
like, pure black silhouette, just the screen.
Oh man.
あとお店をね、店舗を持ってる人とかっていう形に方たちがこう入稿して実際にこうポータルで訪れることができるようにするっていう。
Oh, he's talking about the Portal World. So I didn't catch this. Oh, I don't know a ton about this world yet. Any information there that you can glean from Nagomi's?
大きい規模で入稿してもらうって形をやったんですけど。
Because it is new.
ワールドを全部一括でこうポータルとして入稿してもらうっていうのは初めての試みなので、ここもねぜひともねいろんなことができたら面白いかなと思っております。
で、ファンタズムを出展するのは OK なんですか？
あ、OK ですよ。もちろん。よっしゃー。よっしゃー。どうでしょう。ファンタズム出展。
やります。投稿します。
ありがとうございます。
They're mentioning
I think
about
that
I'm
is-
not sure what that is, but
I think it's talking about his new world.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Then yeah, I think it's the case. I think they're just like
この
mentioning about like hang on.
タイミングに合わせてもう新規で作っていただくのももちろんですし、既存で持っているワールド自体を入稿していただくことももちろん問題ないです。はい。なのでこれ例えばね。これに今回のブーケット合わせて作っていただくも楽しいかもしれませんし、いや自分の持っているところをガツンと宣伝していきたいんだって方にもね、ぜひとも。
Okay, yeah. So like they're just basically saying like you don't have to worry about like showing everything off. Like you know you can just kind of like just go all out and showing off your world. Like you don't have to like feel like you're taking up the atmosphere of like what VirtualMarket is and everything.
Right.
Look, are you so excited you have to stand?
そして PC と
I missed it.
点がありまして、結構出店形式がね、いっぱい
I think I
パターン
pressed
が増えます
something
ので
on my
ぜひともね、ご自身に合った
controller.
出店形式を
I
選んで
just reset everything.
ご応募いただければと思います。
Try not to scratch the paint. Yeah,
はい
I'm still paying off this car.
で、
I'll
これ
try
後半で
not.
説明するんですけど、
Okay, thank you.
さらに
You got those killer heels.
I know, yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen those heels.
very
That seems like you do.
pointy legs.
いただきますので
It'll buff out.
こちらもご期待ください。
Don't scratch my dad's car, okay?
来週の月曜日から予定でございますので
What is this, Ferris Bueller's Day Off? It kind of feels like it.
31日
It's like we'll just put up the back tires and roll the odometer backwards, right, for a few hours and drive it off a cliff.
大丈夫ですか
Oh my gosh.
僕がはい、大丈夫ですかコメントで言ってくださいね。なごみお前もっとしっかりしろみたいな言ってくれたら頑張るんで。
いやどっちかというと逆
I do see a lot of viewers on X today. Hello to all 79 of you.
Hello, everyone.
We're just kind of chilling. We're going through a live stream that happened earlier today, just to recap if you're joining us now. And it happened at 8 a.m. Eastern time, or even earlier if you're on the West Coast. And it's some of the very first information about the VKet that's coming up, which signups will happen on the 30th, sorry, until the 30th from
Until
the 18th.
It's starting the 18th, 17th
Yeah, that's right.
for
Yep.
West.
And 17th for the West, that's right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And we're talking about some of the different ways you can. So far we've talked about the different ways you can exhibit. 3 different ways that are new. So like you have regular booth and you have a quest booth, or mobile compatible booth, and then you've got item booths, which was new, just new as of last year, and then we now have a portal booth, and we have a video booth, which is new.
Yeah. I think what's also probably worth reminding is I think I got a lot of questions actually yesterday from friends who don't know how the know-how, but like basically, if I'm not mistaken, to put a booth up for a PC only world will cost like I think like $25 or something like that.
Yes, it's about 3,300 yen, so it gets cheaper for because of the exchange rate. But yeah.
Exchange rate. And then, but if you're putting something up for Quest worlds, that also translate to PC as well, so that's 2 booths technically, right?
That's right. Yes, and you're allowed to
that's-
actually have a booth on the PC world, and you can apply for the Quest world as well. And you could get selected for both, and so that's the only case where you're allowed to have one in each. And we are actually changing the way we do the worlds. We've been changing the way we do the worlds a little bit, where the PC worlds are there, but we have less of those. It's actually an equal number of, or even more sometimes, of the Quest worlds, and they're not just rehashes. Many of the worlds are cross-platform by default, right? So they are meant to be full-featured worlds that just happen to be cross-platform, right? So that's its own thing. But yeah, you don't have to pay for a Quest-compatible world. That's free. Or I shouldn't say Quest. I should say Android. At this time. Yeah, mobile compatible, right? It works on the Pico. Works on the Quest 2. Here we go. Big reveal.
New art dropped.
So this was the very first time this was ever revealed.
Okay, this was the one I wanted to cover first, honestly.
Yeah, go for it.
Because of the art.
治安
治安が悪いのがいいんですよ。治安悪そう。
So you want to do the honors? What are we talking about?
Yeah,
What
so,
was this?
yeah, this is Kowloon Empire Hachiban. So this is like a really nice, like walled city. Sort of. I honestly, the aesthetic itself of just like any Kowloon-esque sort of aesthetic is appealing to me. I don't know. I feel like it's within my style.
Yeah, you've got a couple of worlds that are pretty close to that too, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty awesome. This is the 3rd Kowloon world we've done now. 3rd major Kowloon world. Actually, no, 4th, right? 4th, right? Because we did VketChan 3 Kowloon. Yeah, this is the 4th one.
A cool
何屋さんなんでしょうかね。
little side quest mini game thing that's gonna be there. Or at least it's talking about some sort of mission in the description. So
Pretty fantastic.
As always.
Yeah,
Like a lot of the worlds that are
gonna have
that come
some
through like VirtualMarket have like
something to
some
do
kind
in
of like
the
side
background,
story
which is
mission
always-
quest thing that you can do.
always
Yeah.
sought after.
Yeah, we did one 4 Vkets ago, where we actually used the udon chip system, and the cool thing about it too was that you could use udon chips you pick them up in the world, but you could also, as a booth creator, put udon chips in your booth, and it interacted with the world, and then you could use that money in the in-world casino and gambling at the end of the world, which is super cool.
yes.
ご注目いただきながらこのねワールド
いや、もっと
期待していただければと思います。
And there's like an ongoing story with Kowloon, Walled City.
はい。まあうどんそうでそうですね。うど
A
ん
very popular world too, like super popular. It has been since it was revealed the first time.
じゃあ
Mm.
きっと白衣着てるんでしょうね、作ってる人って。
ねかもしれないそうですね。
そうですね、きっと白衣着て多分パソコンの前に座ってると思います。はい。
そうなんですよ多分。
I love this art though. So cool.
まあ
It is good.
うどんなのかな。
Yeah, huge shout out to all of our artists every time. They're just unbelievable every time.
Kind of reminds me of like Gotham, futuristic Gotham.
Yeah, this is supposed to be. I think I'm not reading too much into it, but it's like, as you can see from the bottom there, it's like right along the bottom of it. We're right along the coast, right?
Mhm.
So it's sort of like outside of the city.
Look at the art.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
So I don't know. We'll have to listen a bit carefully here. I don't know if they revealed the name of it. We know it, but we can't tell you yet. I don't know if they said the name of it.
Is that an evil potato?
It does look like it. Some Darumas there that are like possessed.
奥にはなんかこう
VketChan looks
怖い
scared.
なんか不穏なもやをまとった神社なのかあれは神社みたいな感じでもやが眉
So one of the worlds we went to yesterday was sort of because of this one.
ちょっと怖い不穏なもや
You can see why I was reminded of Ariana Viana
やばくないかみたいな
in our stream yesterday,
Yes.
and I was like, oh, we gotta go there. We gotta go there for reasons.
今回の VKET の中で特にチャレンジングなところのワールドとなってましてですねそうまあお察しの通りかなと思うんですけどちょっとねホラーっていうジャンル
Use the English term.
Yeah. So
Horror.
they're aiming for like a horror kind of theme for this world,
ホラ
and
ー
it, Nogumi says it's been kind of like a challenge so far.
そういうジャンルに
Yeah, it's difficult. I find that like goofy horror flies really well. Like a lot of people in Japan love like goofy horror, like are like not spooky, but just like, you know, like your typical like 1950s movie monster style horror,
Mhm.
right? Right, but like really scary stuff is a little. I guess it's a little scary to do it. Does it appeal to everybody?
Yeah.
You know, that's the question, right?
遊びに行くと結構
But obviously, the horror scene in VRChat is insanely huge. Like, you know, massive number of like horror worlds in VRChat that are just fantastic and fun to go through. So I really hope that this hits that level for everybody.
By the way, I love how VketChan is wearing like a school uniform here,
そうなんですよ
Mhm.
entering like a big open field. What looks like we got some statues with like spirit plants coming out. We got like the toady in front of like a shrine.
Yeah, like cloudy summer day, right? Kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah,
what it
yeah.
looks like here. Like a bit like the atmosphere in this
It's like,
map,
it's like,
right?
it's like out in the back areas of like Japan, where
sticks.
like a small little village,
そうなんですよ
untouched by like the hustle and bustle of city life.
人気はあるジャンルなんですけどなんていうかやっぱ展示
You know what it reminds me of a little bit? Have you ever played what was that? Now I'm blanking on the name. It came to mind. It was on the tip of my tongue and then it left again. It's a game. It's a game about time travel. And there's a lighthouse and a storm.
Oh, you're talking about the one that's published by Square Enix. I know what you're talking about. It's
Yes,
そういった形でね
it's like the girl right in high school, and she.
two girls in high school. Yes.
Yeah, oh gosh,
there's
what's it
time
called?
travel.
Oh my gosh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name of it now, but it's like really good.
Do you know what it is?
Come on,
I
you.
don't. It doesn't
Oh
ring
my
a bell.
gosh. Ah, this is gonna bug me. This is gonna bug me.
Someone in the chat is going to tell me what it is.
もう
Oh my gosh, this is gonna bother me too much. I don't know why.
今回の展示でそのホラーっていうジャンルに新しく挑戦するってすご
Oh
い
my
チャレンジ
gosh,
だ
this
な
is
と
gonna
思い
bug
ま
me
した
like crazy.
で
Oh,
ね
what was it?
どれぐらいの味付けどれぐらいの辛さでそのホラーを
Oh
出
my
してくるの
gosh,
か
this is
すごい楽し
terrible.
みです
This is terrible because it's such a
It's a-
famous game too.
僕も
It is. It is.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay, Chad. Don't freak
No,
out.
it's not. I'm so well versed in video games. This is embarrassing for me.
そうなんです
Let's see.
絵も見てわかるもうまあ見て
Very
'Cause
Enix.
it takes place in it takes place in Oregon. The
Yes,
the
it
story
does.
in Oregon State, and they're like in the northwest part of the state, and they have that hillside. I know exactly what you're talking. I can literally see the whole entire scene in my head. Oh my gosh.
Yep. You see what it reminds me of that? See why it reminds me of that?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. It totally feels like that. It's crazy because I know who published it and everything too. Oh my gosh. Not me on my phone right now trying to find the name of this game while this is happening.
Oh, totally. Oh, Life is Strange. Yes, thank you, Holden Dude. You caught us.
Yes, thank you. Oh my gosh, that's it.
Life is Strange. That's what I was thinking of.
Jeez
Thank you, chat.
Louise.
But yes,
Oh my
it
God.
does look like
I actually never played Life is Strange. But...
that game
Oh
sent my wife into a depression spiral. It's like it's
It's
that
a really
good.
good game. It's a really good
It
game.
is good.
It's super
It
interesting.
is good.
It's
Hopefully this
like-
map won't send us
I've
into a
heard great
depression
things
spiral.
about it though.
It is
It's
good.
like
Yeah,
If
it
Heavy
is good.
Rain was good, that's how it is. That's how I can describe it. Have you ever played?
If throwing stones.
I can't think of Heavy Rain without just wanting to scream Sean.
Jason!
So, I mean, so yeah, the aquarium world. Yeah, you can always go back. Don't forget the VKet worlds that have passed are still there. Like you can go back and check it out. So if you want to go to Cocoon Art Aquarium from 2 VKets ago, it's there. You can go visit it. There's 2 maps. Some of my favorite
Sure, yeah,
avatars are there.
they're still available.
Yep. Laguna. Hey, Holden, you're like one of the first people to say that in a long time. I know a lot of people are big fans of Laguna. I like that world a lot. It's got that Italian feel. It's got the masked mystery. That world's got a lot of secrets too. That world has a complex puzzle that requires using an umbrella to avoid getting wet. It's pretty crazy.
Ah.
Yep. What do you guys think of these? What do you guys think of these new icons? Guess what? Not just the VirtualMarket Discord. They're on our Discord too.
Yeah, they're on our. Yeah, we got those too. So
Yeah.
if you're on a Discord, you can totally use those on stamps and everything like that. And
Yeah,
they're
and if you're
animated,
a Discord Nitromator, you can use them in other Discords too. So if you want to spam people with VketChan, you definitely can. They're cute. They're really cute. The art is great. Do we know who did the art on these ones? I wonder.
no, I'm not sure who actually did these. Actually,
We've had some pretty famous artists over the years at VKet, like to do different things for us. Some really famous artists. Like Game VketChan, for example, was illustrated by Lamb, which I think
okay.
was like the key artist behind was it Symphony? The anime about music was outlawed, and then there's like spirits of music that you can summon, and they take the guy's right arm. He's like a conductor, and takes his right arm, and that becomes the spirit of music. The name of the anime isn't coming to my mind right now, but yeah, we've had tons of people working on VKet art that have, not only do we have internal artists, but a lot of our artists, like our background artists, like DieXT has done background art for video games for 10-15 years, and like his CV is insane. Like the number of games that he's done backgrounds for is just nuts. But yes, they are animated. They are super cute. If you join our Discord and you pass your free Nitro boost to us, we'll get them all in there. We're missing a couple.
Truth.
Just a couple. I might even have to take one of them and translate them. It's a really cute one of VKet Channel 2, the one in the middle left there, like second
the
row down
bowing?
on the far left. No, it's the far left one, the one we talked about yesterday. It was all like, "Thank you so much," and he's like freaking out.
Oh yeah, it's
He's like literally, yeah. He's like
Yeah.
he's like freaking out, like he's like wobbling with thanks. It's very cute. I like it a lot.
それはちょっと危ないかもしれない。ここで言うのは危ないかもしれない。まあ、そんな感じでやっていきますので、ぜひとも VKet 好きな方、興味ある方ね、あと出店検討してる方もね。
But yeah, we try to do as much of that as
These are so
possible.
cute. Yeah, I love these.
Yeah.
We try to give so much of this, like we should give so much stuff away. Like it's not just. It's not just like, Discord stickers and that sort of stuff, but also things like, like the avatars. Like we get like VketChan is free, VketChan is free, VketChan Channel 2 is free, Game VketChan is free. You can download those avatars. They got tons of GameX on them. VketChan Plus actually comes with a whole system for doing like custom emojis that existed way before the VRChat Plus feature was out, and it's all there. Like you can access all that. Oh yes, tacked up. Thank you, Vegan Cat. That is right. See, the chat's got us today. Like all the things we're missing. Yes, tacked up. That is the game, or that is the show. I guess it's also a game. Speaking of art, I love how VketChan is just like absolutely covered in paint.
特別な知識がなくても物接可能ですし、展示をサポートするこの 3D アイテムとかもなんかボンボンボンボン作っていって、それをさらにもう VKet
This is I was laughing about when we first saw the key art for this, how the VKet Boothmaker Marsh instructional page and the actual web page for it has that like very much has like the For Dummies books vibe.
It does, and I appreciate
right, like
it.
you know the old like 1990s like instructional manual for like Corel Draw 1.0. Like it's like kind of like how it looks.
Yeah. I mean, like the easier you make something, the more people are willing to like be a part of something, right? Whereas like if it's too complicated, like there's gonna be less output. So making things as simple as they are now is it's a godsend for me. I'm just like, if there's too much information, I'm just like, what do? I'm scared now.
Oh, I should mention this too. So on this screen, basically what they're talking about is that you can send it with Unity or with Boothmaker.
Yeah.
The cool thing though is that whatever one is the last one you submit is the one that goes through. So the last successful submission, it will be the one that goes through in the system. So that's in the FAQ of Boothmaker Marsh. So one of the coolest things you can do is play around with Boothmaker for like a day when you sign up, like if you get in, and then you can have a booth ready. And if for some reason your booth doesn't go through and it's not finalized, you can roll back to the Boothmaker one as your like emergency booth upload, right?
Yeah.
So that's
and the nice
something.
Thing too is, like the Boothmaker, for those who are probably like, oh, I gotta like download something to use Boothmaker. Like, no, it's all browser. Boothmaker's all browser based. You don't have to download anything. That's what's so amazing about it. You don't have to download like any software
that team
or anything like that. You literally just use a browser to log in.
You're ready
and
to go.
Do your booth.
Yeah.
That's what I love about it. It's like there's nothing you have to worry about dedicated. There's no weird stuff. Like you don't have to worry about like not having the files on hand. It's like you can literally do it anywhere.
Yep. As somebody who submitted, I think I've been in 6 VKets with my wife and I. It's always a struggle because we got a lot of other things going on too. But you know, you want to have an interesting booth, right? And you can struggle like. And the struggle is real because you got to get your draw calls and everything right, and obviously everything in Boothmaker will be inside the limits by default, right? And there's all kinds of things that can happen. VidDeck is amazing, and VRChat's SDK is really good, and everything else. So it's gotten easier and easier over time, but it's not as easy as being able to do it. I guess you don't even need a computer; you could do it on a cell phone.
Yeah.
So there's that.
You technically could. Yeah, you totally could.
You can just pull out your cell phone and build a booth for VKet. So that's something. Yep. Holden Dude, yes, we do plan on doing the Wednesday streams through VKet, but also probably more than that, right? The Wednesday streams are that is our dedication to you guys. We'll do that every Wednesday, even when there isn't an event going on. But when there is an event going on, we're going to be in there a lot. We are in there a lot. You can count on Yui and Chad and I to be in there a ton.
So they're gonna have a moment where they're gonna like show off like different like parts stuff like that you can add to your booth, like things you can actually buy if you want to as well. Like you can just grab stuff that you already have and throw it in there, but they're also gonna have like stuff available through VKet Booth where you can actually purchase it and like use it forever. That's like yours forever, you know, like an asset that's yours. So it's not
just like with VKet Store, like you own it,
exactly.
It's there, you can download it, and if you've used my VKet Avatar Maker before, you can buy like premium items on there as well, or make your own. And when you load them, they go into like a library of items. And if you've used VKet Cloud before, same sort of thing, right? So like obviously this technology was built on what we built for VKet Cloud, but in there you can have things inside your little world that you build in VKet Cloud to show off things, like whether that's photographs or different 3D models and things like that. But not more than that. You can also become a creator. So if you're a VKet creator and you want to and you're building assets for worlds or whatever, you can also submit those assets to be part of Boothmaker, and then it's another place where people can buy and use your stuff, right?
Right.
So it's got there's two factors to that. The most important thing is that's why it's Boothmaker and Marsh, which is like Boothmaker and the store for Boothmaker. It's both.
So they're showing the like how it works here, like how like the different patterns happen for 5 different steps. So it's like you apply into VKet, you get in, then you go through VKet Boothmaker by like May and June, so you're making it, and then you submit it to VKet's system, and then the fifth step is it's in there, it's in VKet Summer, you can show it off.
Yep. Also, yes. So sort of like casually on here, they're also showing some dates. You know.
Yes. Let me zoom in for those who can't see.
Yeah,
So you got the-
yeah. Read
got
between the
March.
lines.
March right there, then next one's
I
April,
love
and then through
the art.
May and June.
It
May and
is
June.
adorable.
July.
やれてますので、ぜひともぜひとも、こちらご活用ください。
Little VketChan.
Oh, that's so cute.
詳しくはね、LP があります。あと出店者応募フォームなどもありますので、概要欄
One of the things I like
Little stamps.
working with Mika, by the way, one of our co-founders slash bosses at Hiki here for Virtual Market is she likes to draw while having meetings, and then she'll like draw what she's trying to explain. So like a lot of times like during the meetings we'll have like little cartoon characters of ourselves in the meetings like talking
Oh,
about
it's
like,
the best. Whenever I get an opportunity, I'm taking a screenshot because yeah, she doodles
it's
during
so
the meeting,
cute,
and it's
I
like
love it.
us.
And it makes sense too, like it helps convey what she's also trying to say as well. So it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Like when you have it drawn out
Yeah.
like that. So I love it. I love having her as a boss.
出てみてください。3月15日の21時から実施です。
She's great.
Yeah, Mika is our art director, chief art director of all of Hiki.
ぜひともぜひとも聞きに来てください。
Quite famous in her own right as well.
Yes,
many
absolutely.
followers on X. Does weekly chats with her communities as well and things she's building.
はい
あ、OK です、OK です。
ところで
はい、
ジョインいただければと思います。
And again, so they're gonna have an information session tonight, Japan time, on the 15th.
OK。よし
Is that gonna be streamed,
こんな感じで
or is it gonna be Is it gonna be like a
That?
limited hangout on X?
The
Yeah.
Setsumikai?
かか家庭
Oh, it's in VRChat. I can see that there.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. it was hidden by the sun visor in the car here.
Yeah, So yeah, that'll be available within, so it's 11:30 a.m. now, so pretty much like in 9 hours from now, you can check that out.
Yep.
もっとなんかね、気を張らないでやりたいんですけど、なんかこう説明してると
I know I will. I want to make sure I'm up to date on that stuff.
Definitely. There is a sign up for that. Again, you can sign up for VKet Boothmaker now if you want to. That sign up form is open right now. You don't have to wait.
Yeah, yeah.
おかしいな。
The website's available. We've posted it before. It should be on our social media and as well as our Discord as well. So if you want to find the URL, you can just go there and you'll find it.
It's true, Vegan Cat. I have gotten used to calling it X now. Because I talk about it all the time. Because like it's the primary, like in Japan, there's 2 social media sites, and one of them is an instant messenger. So like, there's Line and X, and that's pretty much it. Some people use Instagram, but not everybody. Everybody in Japan uses Twitter. And the interesting thing about Twitter/X in Japan is that even before they had like the premium, like make a longer post kind of deal, in Japan, because their language is so compact and you can abbreviate things by using complex kanji, they could put so much more information in 250 characters than we can.
Yes, yeah.
Right?
it's
Like an
unfair.
unbelievable amount of
Yeah, yeah.
information.
You can.
It's
tell
also
a
very
story.
anonymous. Yeah, you can have as many accounts as you want. They treat Facebook like a business tool more than a.
Well, actually,
like,
it's funny you mention that. I think like 2 years ago they changed it now, so like kanji takes up 2 characters for Japanese tweets now. So they
weird.
prevented Japanese people from telling like little stories in Twitter. I think a couple years ago.
Gotta find ways to buy that premium, right?
Right, yeah, exactly.
感じ取ってくれたら嬉しいです。そう。それぐらい。
Yo, Vanessa, hi.
なんでこんな気合入ってるかっていう。
That little gorilla stream tonight.
今回いやちょっとだけ脱線するんですけど。
We're almost through.
いろんなことにちょっと
Two worlds were revealed.
なんかちょっとねやる気半分ちょっとおっかなびっくり。
But not a lot of information about them. Just sneaky.
Little tidbits, because all the stuff is going to be out there for everyone once the booth submission sequence begins.
それもありつつ。
Or application, sorry, getting in.
みたいなこれもありつつでこうひょっとなってしまっている。 ね、もうちょっとだけお付き合いください、この僕に。
長男感がすごいです。
長男感、お兄ちゃん、みんなのお兄ちゃん感が。
うん。
ありがとうございます。コメントもね、ありがとうございます。リアルタイムフィードバック。そうです。うちのメンバーもいっぱい見てるのでね、こうね、いっぱいリアルタイムで、お前中身硬いぞって、こうなんかもっとゲストに喋らせろみたいなのが出てくるんですけど。
We've had a lot of interesting guests over the years in all of the VketChan streams, both from our side and on the Japan side too. It's really interesting, like the people that will show up. Kujaringo has been both an MC and a guest. There's some pretty interesting people. We had Kyomi Heroes also as guests on our stream. Some pretty insane verbal from PKCs. Miyavi. Who else has been guests? Tons of YouTubers. Absolute ton.
Oh yeah.
Kizuna Ai has done a stream with us.
Oh, nice.
Yep. In the very, very early VKets, I think not only Kizuna Ai, but also Mirai Akari. Who else in the early days? I don't think of other big VTubers that have done stuff with us. Pretty interesting. We had a short stint with Hall Live Japan as well. A few folks from there.
ダメです、ダメです。
ダメ、いけません、いけません。みんなちょっと座ってリラックスしましょうか。
It's wild that
リラックスしながら話して。
I'm being hidden on the right, but I'm actually in one of these pictures.
そしてお金の話。
Oh, are ya? Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, physically, yeah.
Yeah, physically, yeah.
You know, I still have pictures from VKet Reel that I should have sent along to you guys yet that I have not. They're on my camera, and I gotta get them off. Free them from my camera.
A nice camera.
I have so many pictures. So many pictures. I want to get a bigger lens for next time.
That's gonna be so heavy to lug around, especially in summer in Japan.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a good reason to have it, though. You know, it's like there's a really good reason to have it. One thing I'd love to do though is like to get one of those 360 cams.
Oh yeah.
Like an Insta 360 or something. Walk through VKet. It was shoulder to shoulder though at VKet Reel, both in the summer and in the winter.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
Crazy.
Yeah, you're talking about like doing the penguin shuffle down Harajuku. It was rough.
We had great weather though too. We had absolutely amazing weather.
We did. Yeah, the first day it was like 20 degrees out in the dead of December, like middle of December.
Yeah. Wow.
It had
Right?
been snowing. Yeah. Setups are on the 18th Japan time.
That's
Remento. It's and the 17th.
that'll be Sunday night for you Westerners out there.
Yep. So don't get too drunk on St. Patrick's Day.
Westerners.
Take a few minutes between beers on St. Patrick's Day to sign up to register your interest. To sign up for VK. Yep. And on that day, you will know all the worlds. We will reveal the themes.
It's true. We may or may not be recording something after the stream to prepare.
Maybe. Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe. You don't know what I'm up to.
Future. That's a question for future us.
Yeah. That's future me problem.
What is this challenge? What challenge?
They don't mean that kind
What
of challenge. It
challenge?
means like to like do something to like see if you can execute it, not like challenges and like
Oh yeah, challenge yourself.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, that is the thing about vegan. I always say this: the having a deadline and having a goal, and especially like if you commit yourself to submitting it, you will do things you never thought you could do. 100% with VKet, like absolutely. Like you'll be like, oh my god, I did that, and you'll go look back at it and you'll go, holy crap, like that was what I needed. Was like, I've got this slot, I'm into VKet now. I should probably do the best I can, and the amount of attention you will get from that, from being at VKet is pretty huge. It's up
Even
there.
Megan, who joined us a few tours ago, like Megan was just like over the moon of like just seeing how like we all just like rushed to her booth and like was checking everything out, and it's like, yeah, this is what it's like when you're not here.
They're
Like every
freaking out.
second.
It
Yeah,
was
it's
so felt good.
It's normal. This is what happens when people check out VKet. They rush booths and they just want to check everything out.
Yep. People don't realize, like, you can spend a lot of money to advertise something like to get like, maybe not everybody who visits every world sees every booth, but
Right.
even if half of them do, the main VKet worlds get anywhere between like 10,000 and 30,000 visits within the first 2 days.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's a
wild.
lot of eyeballs
Yeah.
on your stuff.
And it's not just like, it's not like how people like, because people think like eyeballs. I think like when you go through TikTok or YouTube, or you're just like going like this, and you're like, you'll see for a split second and move on. Like, no, this is like a slow, real, and intense interaction with your product. You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
right.
showing off. It's not just like a glance and going away. It's like people looking at it, like analyzing it, touching it, talking about it, and then moving on to the next thing. It's just more than just a glance and moving on.
Yeah, we all have TVs strapped to our face now. Can't get away from that.
おっと、
負けないですよ。
オールジャンルといえばね。
オールジャンルいきますよ。
まあファンタズムなんてもう
So they're talking about
の意味
the worlds and the things they're doing right now. Actually, like personally, right, with these two.
すごい広い
V と F が戦いますからね。
I think Amoka actually has a concert at Sanrio V Fest
あれですか。
coming up.
Yeah, yeah, that's
This
right. That's
weekend?
right.
Yeah.
yeah.
で、それこそね、アイパさんもずっと出場してくれてたミュージック VKet っていう要素も、
はい
この VKet の中
Oh,
に
they're talking about,
一緒にこう取り
Their
込んで
participation in
Music
music week and everything. Yeah, yeah. You heard that.
That was lovely. I was a big part of that concert. Helped organize for them and built the stage with everybody.
いやね、ほん
Couple years in a row.
やりたいことはあるんですよ。本当に
Music weekend was rough for me. Not like
なんかそこで
painful or anything like that, but I mean like there's so much happening
夢が終わってし
during
まう
music
It is.
weekend.
It is a
I remember
busy.
spending
Yeah,
like
it's a busy event.
almost 2 days straight streaming back to back, like different like concerts and everything. It was so cool.
I will say thank you so much for helping out with that, because usually it's like me and poor Iguro-san, and like the two of us are just like 24/7 running streaming setups on second computers, like while we're also trying to MC the event, and it's a complete nightmare. And then for me, it's like I'm also trying to upload the world and help people understand the video player and the live streaming software and everything else. It's like it's really tough. It's great to have another person who can handle, the streaming widget and everything else that goes along with it. But yeah, it is stressful.
いやー、ちょっとね、俺にも俺はちょっと MC が
It is a fun event to do live. I think the open live concept of the world was really good. And then they had their own concert in there as well. But then we had like a special event for Artifacts, which recently just shuttered.
ということでですね、
I feel good that I was like one of their last like big, massively published concerts was at Music VKet. Like so that whole day that we did with Artifacts, that was one of the last ones they did before they closed down Artifacts.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
まあ楽しませ、まあ春夏冬、まあその応じてね、毎年本当に楽しませていただいてるんですけども、やっぱり近年はやっぱこうミュージック VKet の方に特に私はね、音楽勢として、VR チャットの中では活動しているので、やっぱこうバーチャルマーケットに出店をしようっていう
If Amoka is new to you guys, definitely go look them up on
ミュージッ
YouTube.
ク VKet の方
They're also on
の
Apple
みに
Music,
しよう
Spotify.
っていう風ななんか勝手に
But they got some great
自
music
分の中
videos
であったん
that they
ですけど、
shoot
今回
in
のお
VRChat
話を聞いて
with some
あ
post processing.
そっかバーチャル
And also
マーケット
Mentak,
も出店
their
していいん
drummer,
だなっていう風に
has been our music
やっぱり
director for
その一番
VKet
前にそう出店
for the
した
last two
経緯
VKets.
もあるんですけど、やっぱまたここで一緒にいろんなジャンルの人たちと一緒にこうやっぱ自分も友達と回ったりするときに自分のブースもここ
They're
だ
sort
よ
of
って
conveying
やっ
like
ぱり
about like
言え
bringing
る
people to like
ことって
VK and
す
everything
ご
like
く
that
嬉しいじゃないですか。その中
right
で
now.
Mhm.
お友達のブースを見に行くついでに自分のはこっちだよ
Showing
み
their
たいな
friends and
そういう
everything.
ような会話とかも生まれるとし
You'd be surprised the kind of people, the caliber of people that show up. Shout out to Peace Light for hanging out with us, with Vanessa Wolf is in the chat here, with Camellia to show off
I
their
am
booth.
Peace Light.
なんかこう
I am Peace
そういう
Light.
ないですけどそういう人が増えるんじゃない
I love the lore one that also was clipped too. It's like lore, lore.
Yep.
はいですね。ちょっと硬いですか？なんか私も硬くなった。映りました。なんかちょっと硬いかな。やばい硬い。
すいません。
結構なんかすごい展望みたいな。今後の
嬉しい
展
嬉しいです。
めちゃめちゃ真面目に形だった今。
やばい。
すごいやばいやばいやばいやばい。
真面目に
真面目超な桃井の滝真面目に形だった。
いやいやでもありがとうございます。
大丈夫ですか？
嬉しいです。いやもう全然大丈夫です。今日逆にもう真面目に。
Surprisingly, Nagomi's really good in front of the camera.
Yeah. Got really used to it too.
Mhm.
I think.
I've heard a rumor at the office that Lido and Nagomi look the same.
Really?
Yeah, I was
Think
like,
so.
what? Like, I don't think so personally. Like, I was like, man, this looks
So-
completely different. But like,
Yeah.
I know he's like, yeah, like people are saying like, me and Nogami look the same. I was like, no, you don't.
No, you don't. We not only avatars, complete polar opposites.
Yeah.
Although you could probably take Nagomi's like gravitational hairbands and use them as ninja stars,
Yeah.
but
There you
it's
go.
the only part that would be the
That's
same.
creative. Yeah, I like that.
マーケット利用しちゃいましょう。みんなで。ここ使って有名になろうぜ、みんな。
We were talking a little bit about Tanabe here on the right hand side. If you haven't visited Tanabe's worlds, he's got some crazy stuff. He's got a Japanese language world, like a learning world that is also like it's very tongue in cheek, kind of silly. He's also got a water park world that is enormous, like
Ooh.
completely enormous. It's really really cool.
いや、わかります。
I think it's when the swimming system came out. The first one, the first
You
swimming
mentioned
systems. in VRChat.
before the stream started. You mentioned Tanabe also got like married in VRChat or something.
Yes, they did like a wedding ceremony. I think it was like part of their official wedding ceremony too, which is like really cool. It like happened
That's
either like right after or like at the same time, but it was like kind of during the pandemic as well. So they had a proper wedding in VRChat. And Tanabe also has like a show on the NHK. I think it's NHK. And he was also sponsored by HCC at one point as well. But he owns a soba shop in Japan.
That's cool.
And would do VR when there was no customers and that sort of thing, but was always like a VR developer building things. They also did a like fake kind of like Universal Studios world, which is also super fun.
Okay.
And it's like it's got like there's a lot of VRChat in jokes in it, but it's like if you were to go on like the Jurassic Park ride, like at Universal Studios, but it was like but not Jurassic Park, it's like something else.
Mm-hmm.
They're all puns.
Ah, I see.
Yep. He also here's a bit of deep lore. Tanabe built a world back during while Conan O'Brien was doing his like offline stuff during the pandemic.
Mhm.
And Conan was having like it was Conan's birthday or something like that. And we were trying to get his attention. So we were trying to get Conan O'Brien's attention by just like posting crazy stuff on social media. It was just like this weird viral idea that VRPill had. And Tanabe built him a world for Conan O'Brien, like an offline meetup world. And it had like a
what?
giant Conan O'Brien face. We had a dance off. Everybody made Conan O'Brien avatars. It was ridiculous. Centauri, who helped us work on the first Udon cube specifications for the Udon world, like before Udon came out, actually built like these 2 giant TP cannons, and you could fire TP cannons like into the world, and they were like TP rocket launchers, like toilet paper rocket launchers.
my
It was
gosh.
insane.
It's awesome.
And they also built like as a joke because of Conan. When people think of Conan, they think of Detective Conan. In
Right,
Japan.
right.
Right, so there was also Detective Conan O'Brien's like in the world as well.
Didn't
And then we ended
Conan
up
actually come to
donating a bunch of
Japan?
money to charity.
He came
What's
to
that,
the
sorry?
town in Japan. He actually went to the town where the author founded like the series, and he
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that was super funny. I love that. Oh my gosh, it was so silly.
But yeah, Tanabe built that world for VRPill, and it's ridiculous. Look it up. You'll probably find it on his profile if you look up worlds. That's a weird bit of lore there. There's like connections, but yeah, he's been involved in a lot of stuff. Excellent, great. It's Sobatang on Twitter. On the left, Ipo VRC from Mocha, and Nagomi in the center.
はい、そうですね。危ない危ない危ない危ない。
そう、分かって忘れてないよ。忘れてない。いくら危ない。忘れてない俺は。忘れてないぞ。大丈夫だ。
はいはい。何を忘れてないんですか？はい。
I guess he was like in the background trying to like
He's in the
make
background.
sure they don't
Yeah.
forget sharing information. So like, oh no,
Did we
no,
forget
no,
anything?
no, we didn't forget.
はい、もう終わっちゃうのかなっていうね。
ヒヤヒヤした。
そう今ね、幕が降りるのかなっていうね。ドキドキドキドキドキ
This is fun. If you guys like this, I know we got a lot of viewers right now. So we got like there's like 128 people on Twitter, 11 people on VketChan on Twitch. On YouTube, we got a good I don't know, 5 or 6 people watching right now. Maybe a couple of people on Kick. I don't know, kind of lurking away there. If you like this format and you want us to cover these kinds of videos again in the future, like let us know. We'll do it.
Yeah, yeah.
今絶賛、 VR チャット内で開催中でございます。
And maybe in the future too, we'll like have like a public viewing so everyone can join us while like you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Everyone
Yeah,
can
we've
sit
done that a few
back and
times.
chill out with us.
Yep.
2回目のパフォーマンス
If you want to be part of that, the opening ceremony watch along too, we set up a theater world while the opening ceremony is going on. So, Chad, you and I are in the world. Usually, some of our friends, Shifter K and a few other people, will usually open a world for us and chill there with our collaborative streamers and anybody who wants to come in. And then we do our first day world hop, usually like on the day that VKET opens.
Yes.
Which is always for the West,
Always
it's killer
packed.
because
Always packed.
yeah, in Japan, it's you know, it happens at early in the morning on a
Yeah.
Saturday. But for the West, it's Friday night.
それでね、そこからまだ
It's a good
ちょっと変わり
time.
ます
No,
ので
it's the two
Yep.
times that I've been able to experience it since the beginning of me last year at Hiki has been really cool. Just like the energy behind it, just the energy of the start of VKET is palpable. It's crazy, like how excited everyone is. All
Yeah,
the-
even though it's virtual, you can feel the
You can feel it,
energy
yeah.
coming off people. There's
all
like,
the
oh
activity,
man,
the
we've got
buzz. You
we
can feel
got
it.
36 worlds to visit, and
Yeah,
everybody's like,
yeah.
there's so much stuff in there, you know.
And like even though that we can access the worlds early, I like to wait until it's 100% complete and 100% ready. So like I don't want to spoil myself. So the reaction that I have whenever we go to these worlds, it's always like a legitimate like reaction to like seeing everything. You know what I mean? Because like, I haven't seen it before. I don't know what's in store for us, and it's always so exciting.
Yeah.
to-
そしたら田辺さん何か
Yeah, you know, I don't.
情報というかですね
So I definitely go and look at the worlds early because like just in case there's anything that I can catch, you know, that sort of thing. But to be fair, it does like usually like a week or 2 weeks before the worlds are fully published, the booths are actually finished.
Right,
So
there's
most
huge
of the
changes.
stuff,
The
yeah.
last couple days, there's drastic changes, like just improvement
Yep.
on quality, insertion of like other like assets and world like stuff, like just all this cool stuff and things that like weren't there before are finally added at the like last couple days. And then it's like, whoa, I don't remember that being there. Like, whoa, that's different. That's whoa, did someone bump up the quality by 100? It's really good.
Yeah, actually, that's another thing that I should mention. The preview worlds that we put out for the exhibitors, like the things that you get to see, that is usually like half of what's actually in the world. Like in parallel, in secret, we're working on the stuff like all the other gimmicks and the dialogue and the storyline and the post processing and the lighting and all of that happens after, you know. So you don't get to see that stuff until the worlds are actually published. So even if you are in the preview or in the beta, some of that stuff, you know, it's hidden until the end. We even lock like part of the world off usually. Like don't upload the second half of the world. So nobody knew about, for example, like any of the heroes in High Lost City or the
Right,
storyline
yeah.
until it was out, right? Even if you were an exhibitor
歌
there.
いますんで
もう僕も歌います僕も歌い
僕も歌えるらしいんで
僕も歌います
僕も歌います
DJ もやって DJ もやって
僕も歌いますはい
Why, why do they want to sing?
What are they freaking out?
They want to sing. They're like, oh, we're gonna sing.
歌いますかじゃあ3人でなんか
Oh no.
They're gonna sing.
歌います
え
そうそうちょっと歌いましょう歌いましょうはいやりましょうやりましょう
なんなん
はいあなんか
はい
最後の最後でようやくちょっとなんか柔らかく
あよかった
いや今
今この感じ
もう終わる終わもうすぐ終わる
終わるんですけど
終わるんだけど
ちょっと
He's trying to get out of it.
Yeah,
He doesn't wanna
let's
sing.
wrap it up. Like, we're done. Like, let's just wrap this up.
ねはいそんな感じでね
Where's the karaoke mic, Megumi?
いろいろ背負っておりこういろいろ緊張がしておるんですけども本当にお聞きいただきありがとうございましたはい
Too early for Taya Yellow Rune.
どんどん情報発信していくので
4 more days till VKET starts, so
えー X とか
everybody's super biggy.
またね配信もあると思います次の番組はもしかしたらもっと柔らかいかもしれないですはいのでぜひともよろしくお願いいたしますでは
わ
本日のこの配信のタイトル忘れちゃったなんだっけ
We're gonna put you on the stream.
おさらいワールド制作動画音楽税も必見生放送こちらで終わりです終わりとさせていただきますありがとうございましたあ
ありがとうございました
また会いましょう
ありがとうございました
I guess one more reminder before we go from this stream as well. So yeah, again, 4 more days. It does not cost anything to register your interest. If you have a group of people that you're going to be doing stuff with, it is you can have all of them. It's a Ikura like
They're laughing, yeah,
just the
Ikura's
last
laugh,
laugh, the last laugh. Yeah, literal Ikura last laugh there. But yeah, so if you have a group of people, what we call a circle, and you want to build a booth for VKET, feel free, as long as all of you are confident that you can manage like the VKet My page, as long as you're confident you can do that, and or submit a booth, you can have all the members of your circle apply. And if one of you gets in, that person forms a circle, and then you can have those people join you on the site. That is intentional. It is designed that way. We will catch you if you make multiple accounts. Do not do that. but you can
We'll find you.
you can have groups of real people apply to go together on that. So it is we do strike that down a little bit. So there has been times in the past where people are like, oh, okay, well, this isn't technically in the rules, so can I become a collaborator on like 30 different booths? And it's happened
Like,
where
yeah,
like
chill.
one avatar shows up in like a bunch of the same booths in different worlds,
Right.
and it was not like where we allowed it to be. It just they added themselves into like all of their
Oh,
friends'
I see.
booths as well. Yeah, so there's different ways
Oh.
that people like, and we, you know what, we're okay with that. We have like not necessarily stretching the rules, but like, you know, seeing what you can do. In the past, people would, you know, we had a booth footprint, and it
Yeah.
wasn't like a cube. People would do things like build an entire booth under their booth, like hidden,
I see.
like under the map, you
Yeah,
know,
Like hide everything,
So
whatever. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So there's all kinds of things like that. But you know, legitimately, you know, without bending the rules too hard, you can have your friends and the people you intend to collab with do a booth. And if you don't get in, but one of your friends does, maybe join them on their booth. And that's something that
Okay.
happens. That's like the most successful VKetters are the people who do that. They get involved in the community, and you can find our community in the doobly doo right down there
Did you say doobly doo?
below in the doobly
The
doo.
doobly doo?
You could tell that I've been doing this a while. Like early YouTube lingo, I guess. Yeah, down in the doobly doo, down there, right?
And the what?
In the doobly doo.
In the doobly doo. Canadian thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's down there in the doobly doo. Down below. We got the links. You gotta hit those links up. You can find us.
Hey, you got
Yeah,
them
you know?
doobly doos, eh?
We got them doobly doos. Yep. They cost a single loony. Just one loony.
Thanks, bud.
Yep. All right. Good night. We will see you guys very, very soon. More info anytime. And if you're up in the morning, if you're from North America, or if you happen to be in Japan and you want to get a little bit more info about VKet Booth Maker Marsh, there is a meetup happening in VRChat on the JP side. So if your Nihongo is Jozu, you could do that. And we'll also be giving you, more information as time goes on. So this map is a vibe.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I like this.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
We should come here more often. I
Yeah,
want
we'll have to do
like
some
this.
more
This is
world
fun.
tours.
All the time.
The best part is, guess what? We have something else we can world hop now. Not just VKet maps, because we'll have the portal booths.
True. That's true.
We'll be able to world hop portal booths. That'll be fun. That'll be something. It's new. Okay, but bye. We'll see you guys later. We have more recording to
We
do.
make engine sounds. Vroom, vroom. All right, I'm driving now. RP. Goodbye, everyone. Here, I'm gonna make the camera like zoom away like we're driving.
Goodbye. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. You step on the...